Hi guys, this is math lesson 11-6 on making bar graphs. So if you'll be on page 481. What, Jonathan? Hold on, babe. Sorry. It says Antonio records the types of birds that come to his bird feeder one morning. He shows the data in a tally chart. So we've done lots of work with tally charts. And you'll see that on your page. It's a orange box. It says birds at a bird feeder. Blue jay, chickadee, goldfinch, and then it has the tallies next to it. How can Antonio make a bar graph of the data? So bar graphs, you have to include a title. Okay, so this title is going to be birds at a bird feeder. Include enough numbers to show all the data. So you always start at 0 and go up. So you'll see on your page, it's like a blue chart, starts at 0 at the bottom and then it goes up to 10. Okay, and then the type of bird, that's the label that shows what each bar is going to represent. So at the bottom there it has blue jay, chickadee, goldfinch, and I'm going to hold my book up. Hopefully it's not blurry, I can't tell, but so you've got your numbers 0 to 10 and then your types of birds are labeled here. That way you know exactly what your bar is showing. Okay, so then you're going to match the height of the bar for each bird to the number of tally marks. So that's where the tally mark chart is going to come into play. So blue jay, we have 4, so 4 tallies. So on the bar graph, we're going to draw a bar and from the bottom up to 4. And you'll see that it's a purple bar. It goes up to 4 above blue jay. Chickadee had 9 tally marks, so we're going to draw our bar from the bottom up to the number 9. And then goldfinch had 7. So I'm going to hold my book up again so you can see. Okay, those are the bars that match the numbers given in the tallies. Okay, so on page 482 we have some practice. A baker records the loaves of bread sold one morning. Use the data in the tally chart to complete the bar graph and answer the question. So I have drawn the bar graph, okay? The tally chart is in your book. It's the green box. So we have sourdough bread, wheat, raisin, and sesame. And then we have the tallies next to it. So they went ahead and did sourdough for you, which is 5. So unlike the bird one, the bird graph, the numbers went up and the labels were at the bottom. This is switched, so the numbers are going across and our labels are vertical. So for this one, our bars are going to be horizontal. They're going to be going across instead of up and down like the bird one on the previous page. So because there are 5 tally marks next to sourdough, I started at the beginning, which is 0, and made a bar up to the number 5 and colored it in. And I apologize, I know these are not straight. I did the best I could. So now we're going to fill in the rest of our information. So we have 8 tally marks next to wheat. So what you want to do is start at the 0, go up to 8, and then you'll just you can shade it in with your pencil, or if you want to use a crayon or colored pencil, that's fine too. Okay, and normally I would make this a lot neater, but for time's purposes, we'll do it quickly. And then raisin is 3. So again, we're going to start at the 0, go up to the 3, and then shade our bar in. And then sesame had 6. So up to the 6 and shade it in. Okay? Number 2, how many more loaves of wheat bread are sold than loaves of raisin bread? Well, wheat bread, we know that there's 8. Raisin bread, there's 3. So 8 minus 3 is 5. Problem solving. Use the data about the loaves of bread to solve. So number 3, later another 15 loaves of wheat bread are sold, but no more loaves of raisin bread. How many more wheat loaves than raisin loaves are sold now? So far we have 8 wheat. So they're telling us that we sold another 15. So we need to add 15 plus 8 is 23. Okay, so now we have a total of 23 wheat. We want to see how many more wheat we sold than raisin. Raisin, there was no additional, so it's just 3. So now we're going to take 23 wheat minus the 3 raisin, and we get 20. Number 4, how do you know how tall or how long to make each bar on a bar graph? Well, it has to match the tallies, right? Like in the bird example and then this bread example, the number of tallies was the deciding factor of how far over we went with each of these. So for number 4, we will put the height or length. Hold on, please. Needs to be the same number of units as the number of tallies. So you can't have 4 tallies for raisin and then only go over 3. They have to match. Okay? On page 483 at the top, it's the same bird example. So let's skip down to the question. Use the data about birds at a bird feeder to answer the question. If 6 sparrows visited the bird feeder, how high would the bar for sparrows reach? Hopefully you're thinking 6. Okay, it needs to reach 6, so just put 6. Page 484 is the homework, so please do this on your own, and I will check it when you turn your packets in. Thanks, guys.